Hi all, Scally here. Today I'm pairing Ginkgo version 1 on the Mephisto Phoenix against Igel-NN version 3.2.0 on the DGT Pi. I tried updating Igel to both versions 3.3.0 and 3.4.0 but was unable to compile these on my Raspberry Pi 4. I've had to change the Mephisto Exclusive board as my previous board developed a problem on two of the squares. This exclusive board is unregulated, so the voltage provided by the power supply to the board is not sufficient to power my Elfacun units. So I'm using the Brocoli Power unit, which is also provided by Pablo Torres. His contact details are in the description. Dragon 3 on the Phoenix is running at 1650 MHz and 2 threads. Igel on Picochess and my DGT Pi is running at 1800 MHz and 2 threads. Both are set at 10 seconds per move and books are turned off. Igel is using the NNUE file IGN-1-9A48854B. I'll include screen prints of both engine settings within the video and the score of an earlier game I didn't record where Ginkgo won quite a long game. Ginkgo has the white pieces. Enjoy. So let's power up our devices. It's the Brocoli Power supply, Elfacun version 1. Elfacun version 2. You'll get a link with the two, you'll see LEDs, there we go. Turn Bluetooth off of version 2 so that the Mephisto Exclusive connects to the right unit. And power on both devices.
Picochess. Engine setup. Pico Tutor enabled.
You'll see that the Phoenix is still got the Dragon 3 engine loaded. I'm going to change that to Ginkgo in a minute so you can see the engines on the Phoenix. And there goes the BT link for Igel. So Igel's linked to Elfacun 2 and the Phoenix is linked to Elfacun 1. So we need to change our engine. So we've got Komodo, Shredder, Hayaks, Stockfish as normal, and the beta versions of Ginkgo 1, Leela and Dragon 3, which we've previously used. So we're going to select Ginkgo and then update some of the settings. You'll see these settings on separate screen prints. So level is 10 seconds per move. Engine setting, hash is at 256, but I'll show it anyway. Book settings are off. Threads 2. Table base is on. Engine dynamic. I add the SISI probe depth to maximum. I find that helps the engine. Right, is that everything? Speed should be 100% anyway. So if we go over the comfort menu, show active, info Ginkgo 1, threads 2, hash 256, ponder off, Sizzy probe depth 100. That's probably too much. I can't remember what I had it as before. So we're ready to go, and I'll give Ginkgo the white pieces. I'll try and keep my head out of the way. D4.
D4. Knight F6. C4.
You can see as normal the Elfacun units are showing the LEDs for both sides.
E6.
Looks like we got another Queen's Gambit. Maybe.
Knight F3.
Neo-Indian it's saying here.
D5. G3. Bishop B4. Check. Bishop D2.
Will it go back to Bishop E7 or will it swap?
Bishop E7.
That answers that one.
Bishop G2.
Castling both sides maybe?
C6.
Not yet.
Castle kingside.
Expect black to do the same.
Castle kingside. Queen C2.
So both sides developing. Nothing taken as yet.
A5.
Now we're going to get A4 in response. It's a normal response, isn't it? Nope.
Rook D1. Knight BD7. Bishop F4.
Prevent E5. Quite like white's position at the moment.
Knight E4.
Maybe knight BD2. No, knight BC3. I suppose it's
Knight C3.
similar. So we've got an eval of 0.28.
F5.
Oh, that's aggressive. Even a F pawn in front of the king. Sort of a stonewall type sort of pattern for black.
Knight E5. G5.
Oh, my word. Igel, that is aggressive. Not caring too much for king safety. Does that give Ginkgo a major advantage later on?
Bishop E3.
It's very interesting. Are we going to get H5?
Knight takes C3.
Queen takes or pawn takes? Yeah, that's what I would have played. But a lot of these engines
Queen
like to open up
takes C3.
files by taking with a pawn.
F4.
Ooh, my word. This is very aggressive from Igel.
Bishop C1.
Bishop on C8's looking a little bit helpless at the moment.
Knight takes E5.
So this doubles up white's pawns. White can get something on that white diagonal. But mind you, how's he going to get the other pieces over there? The knights are gone. White thinking for what's an obvious move.
D takes E5. King H8.
Yes, I don't blame you. Not much to hide behind. So Ginkgo's now thinks it's 0.45 up. I haven't asked Picochess yet.
E4.
Maybe after the next black move. So White's taking advantage of the
Bishop
pin.
B4.
Queen D3? No.
Queen F3.
That means if F takes G, then Queen has to retake.
Queen E7.
Let's see what Picochess thinks.
Pico tutor position analysis. Both players have almost equal position at the moment. A good move you can play is C takes D5. A good move you can play is E takes D5. A good move you can play is G takes F4.
Oh, he's playing one of those. C takes D5.
C takes D5.
Obviously black had to get the queen off the D file.
D5.
And the queen is now hitting this white's double pawns.
E takes D5.
So Ginkgo thinks it's 0.3 up, and what did Igel think
C
was
takes
0.08 down, so nothing in it. It's got to be rook E1 now, isn't it? Otherwise we're losing that pawn. Oh, didn't think of it that way. Rook takes D5, guards the pawn, but I'm sure
Rook
that
takes D5.
rook will be hit. And the white square bishop on
Bishop E6.
Igel's side is now, was hemmed in, is now out with tempo, or tempo even. So where's that rook come all the way back? Not quite.
Rook D3.
Black's bishops look menacing. The eval's down to 0.12 now.
Rook A C8.
Yes, doesn't this win a pawn?
G takes F4. G takes F4.
Could we take F4, or he's going into a self-pin? Not advisable. Kick the bishop first.
A3.
I'm looking at rook, bishop takes F4, but seems to guard the pawn on E5. But
Bishop C5.
we're into a self-pin. And after Igel's aggressive moves with the pawns, look, they've all gone now. All but the F4 pawn, which I thought would be taken there. But there must be a reason why it can't. So now we're going to get A4 or B6.
Queen H4.
None of them. Double hit on F2. We're double guarded on F2. Oh, but that does guard F4, so we can't take that anymore. Although we can take A5.
H3.
Rook G8 looks nice. If I was black.
Bishop F5.
Oh, we hit the rook again, and it can't come back now. That rook's going to be harassed, isn't it, wherever it moves? Surely now b6. The bishop's guarded, but the pawn on a5 isn't.
Rook G8.
Oh, there's my rook g8. That looks nice. Double the rooks on the g file. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Because that could be taken, but I suppose it's giving the rook some breathing space.
Rook takes G2. Check.
Oh. Oh my God. And yet Ginkgo thinks it's a pawn up. Well, it is a pawn up, but this is very interesting. Can't take with a queen because of rook g8. Can take with a queen. Interesting.
Queen takes G2.
Surely rook g8. See, the valuation's gone from one pawn up to level.
Takes F2. Check.
Okay, come on. What was wrong with rook g8? Because this pawn's guarded twice. But I suppose if the queen takes, then h3 drops.
Bishop takes F2. Check. Queen takes F2.
So it's got to be queen takes h3, isn't it?
Rook G8. Check.
See, I must be missing something because I would have played that last time. Because the queen would have been pinned against the king. Evaluation's now level.
King F1.
And we're a whole rook down.
Bishop takes H3. Check.
Rook for a pawn. Ah, okay, I see the method and the madness
King
now.
E2.
Now we've got rook g2.
Rook G2.
Okay, computer saw a lot further than me, which is understandable. We're going to get a whole queen for nothing here. Well, I suppose it's for two rooks, isn't it?
Queen takes G2.
Yes, queen for two rooks and a pawn. Or queen and pawn for two rooks.
Bishop takes G2.
So what position would you rather have? That pawn on e6 now looks menacing.
Bishop C3. Check.
We're going to get rook g1 afterwards.
King G8.
Rook g1 looks nice. Again, shows you what I know. A5 pawn's been on pre
Rook
for
takes A5.
several moves.
Queen G4 check.
Looks like E6 is dropping.
King D2. Queen takes E6.
So anything wrong with Rook G1? Not yet.
Rook E1.
Well, even though this looks like it might end up a draw again,
Queen
it's
D7
a very interesting game. Notice how white pieces are all guarding each other.
King C1. B5.
Yeah, that stops her other rooks doubling up, doesn't it?
Rook D1. Queen E8.
Yeah, we're just hassling the queen,
Rook E1.
trying to get it off of the diagonal guarding B5. Don't tell me we're going to fizzle out into a perpetual.
Queen C6.
Well, it can't be hit there, can it?
Rook A7.
Threat of Rook G7. Mind you, Bishop G2 is guarded by the queen. But
F3.
we can double it. Oh, it's guarded by the pawn as well. That could come dangerous. Still looking 0.01 though.
Rook E7.
Oh, white will at least have a perpetual.
Queen H6 check.
Oh no, we got a dodgy square.
Queen H6 check.
Oh no. I can hear it clicking. But it's not registering. I just cannot get a queen to recognise on H6, and it's such a good game. I can't see any way of doing it. I mean, the queen registers, as you can see on the boards. And this square is flashing.
H6 check.
Remove piece from H5. Put black queen on C6.
Okay. Queen H6 check.
I can hear the reed clicking. Just not recognising any piece. See, the pawn register's there, not on here. The queen.
H6, check.
Put black queen on C6. Remove piece from H4. Put black queen on C6.
Okay. Queen H6, check.
Well, I'm going to have to give this game up here. Both sides show as a total draw, but I'd have liked to have seen this through. But I've obviously got a problem with the H6 square. If I resolve it, I'll carry on the video. If not, I might have to try and find another board. I think I've only got 3 exclusive boards and I don't know where the other one is. Okay, sorry about this, and I'll catch you later, hopefully to complete the game. Okay, I'm going to have to edit a bit, but I've got the queen to recognise. So after queen h6 check, it's white's move. It's moving d1. Obviously, I've had to set up the position on both of them. I might have lost all the previous moves. But I can play through the video to get the score. At least we can carry on.
Queen D6, check. King E1. Queen G3, check.
Can the white king hide anywhere?
King D1. Queen D6, check. King E1. Queen G3, check. King D1.
This looks like it's going to fizzle out to a perpetual, because if black doesn't, then white will.
Queen D6, check. Bishop D4.
So white's trying to prevent a perpetual by giving away the bishop. So we've got a repetition. Okay, so it was a draw after all. How I'm going to get all the score together for this, I don't know. Thanks for watching. If you've liked the game, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.